Okay, guys, so Mad Dog and I are here, and we are going to talk you through how Studio Leith started and basically the shit show that was the first 2 months. I was going to do this alone, but then I thought Maddie has some very, very good context and differing opinions, which will make this very engaging for you all. So, Mad Dog, introduce yourself to the people and what your role is at Studio Leith.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mad Dog, and I am the social media manager.
Yeah, Mad Dog's basically in charge of everything that goes on the Instagram account and the TikTok and growing those followings. And then, yeah, we thought it would be fun to try and do the business together. So here we are.
We have a whopping 54 followers.
Yeah.
In fact, should I check? We might have
Give
more
it a quick
now.
check. Quick update on the followers, and then we're going to crack on.
57.
We got 57 followers, guys. So basically, how Studio Leith came about, I was sat in the flat and I was working from the kitchen table, and I do the same thing every day, and I was like, I need somewhere to go. So as we both know, I went on LoopNet, which is a site where you can basically find property in Edinburgh, and I didn't want to pay business rates, so I was looking at anything under business rates, and I found this building, came and viewed the building. The woman showed me the studio, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll take it. And she was like, when do you want to take it from? I was like, tomorrow. She said, we can't do tomorrow, but we could do maybe the next day. I was like, sweet. So it was a Thursday, I think. And I walked in here. I think I've made a YouTube video out of it already, like the first day I was in. But I've got loads of footage. Basically stood in this big white unit with 3 shitty little desks and a dream. And this is where Mad Dog comes into the equation, because Mad Dog had very creative ideas. And I, from the get-go, was just like, I don't know, I'll put things in and see what sticks. So, what was your take on it when I first moved in, Mad Dog? Your honest take.
I mean, my take on it was you wanted an office.
Yeah.
That's what you told me.
That's how I justified it.
And then the next thing I know, you were getting an office that had like 15 people in it. And I was like, what are you going to do? Just sit like at one of the desks? And at first you were like, yeah. And then suddenly I don't know if it was you or me, said you should like take photos in it.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like became the studio. Like at first it was not going to be a studio.
Yeah, at first it was literally just somewhere for me to work. And then I saw sort of like the potential in it. I was like, oh, we could do some stuff. I was like, we can do stuff with the OC in here. And then it just grew arms and legs, and to the point where the first thing when I came in, I was like, can I paint the walls? And the estate agent or whatever was like, you can paint the walls, but if you paint them like a neutral colour, the landlord won't mind. And what colour did we paint the wall?
What colour did you paint the wall?
Black.
I actually couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, it was epic, wasn't it? So yeah, painted that whole wall black. Then we put the colorama up.
Can I just add that you did like you did the roller. I had to do all the fine little bits. So I had like a tiny little paintbrush going round the fucking buzzer, round the door, round the windows, which there are 4 of.
Yep. And on the note of painting, we did this a little bit further down the line, but I didn't give a shit what the door looked like. I didn't give a shit what the windows looked like or the skirting board, but Maddie insisted. She was like, if you want it to look good and you want it to look premium, we've got to paint it all. So I'm pretty sure it was 90% you. Maddie painted all of it, and it made such a big difference. I helped with the door a little bit.
I love painting though.
Yeah, but that was good. So by this point, we've painted the back wall. I've put the colorama up. Then I accidentally painted the wall behind me grey.
You did.
Painted that grey. Then the big changing...
There's like 6 million shades of white. Yes,
which I didn't realise. But the turning point was when you came in and you drew it out on the whiteboard.
I did, yeah.
Remember, so we sat down in the living room at home, and Maddie had this plan, and she drew it out on a whiteboard, and we came in here and she was presenting me all these ideas. And then that was when the layout first really came to life, because I had no idea what I was doing in the space. I was like, we'll just use it. And then probably for the next 3 weeks, we were just working towards this floor plan that Maddie had made. And then...
it's pretty spot on. With the floor plan, isn't it?
We kind of hit the nail on the head, but It was very funny. And I would love to see what it would look like if you hadn't given your input. Remember when I wanted just like a storage unit? That was the first thing I wanted to put in.
Yes, the storage unit.
You tell that story.
I mean, your idea was just to buy an IKEA storage unit that is like open. So it's just shelves. And you were just going to shove all of your shit on these open shelves.
Yeah, and you and my mum were like, no, please, no.
Well, I was like, yeah, it's just going to look terrible.
So then I put the paneling up, and I sat on my idea of the shelving. You know, I was like,
You were really adamant.
I was set on shelving though. So sat on that idea, did the paneling, and then we went to IKEA. We must have gone to IKEA like, what, 4 times?
Yeah.
And we didn't know what we were going to do. So we kind of like 2 or 3 of the trips were pointless. And then the last trip we went hard. We got the bookshelves behind you. Mm-hmm. We got the cabinet behind me, the mirror, the carpet that's under here. When we put all that in, that made a big difference. And that sort of brings it to the look that you see today.
I think it'll be fun though, because I think, you know, right now in the present, this feels like the finished product.
Yeah,
but
I keep thinking that. I'm like,
in a year's time, we'll look back to it now and be like, oh my gosh,
so
it was
bare.
so bare. It was like, you know, no
crazy,
character to it.
But it's funny, since we've made it like the complete thing, or this version of the complete thing, how many bookings have we had on it so far? So Matt's used it with Luke twice, Blair's used it twice, Harry used it, those girls used it, and then Blair's back in tomorrow. It started working.
We have an exciting one, potentially.
Yeah, we have a very exciting one, but we have to right now. But it's funny, like I would attribute all of that so far to the dog.
To me?
Yeah, I would say you.
What?
Because I had the idea to do it, but it would look like a bomb site had I had my way. Do you not think?
Yeah. I think that's the good thing with us though, right? Is you're the risk taker and I'm the person who has to be like the realistic. You know, so you were the person that took the gamble in getting this place. But then if you had been left to your own devices, it probably would have
gone
crumbled a little bit. But you needed someone to be like, no, Charles, this looks shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and it hurt when you were telling me.
I know.
Remember when I first listed it on Peerspace and I was like, yeah, happy with this. And you were just like, but you were really nice. Maddie's always been really nice. She'll tell me what she thinks, but then she won't tell me really more than once or twice, and she'll just let me sit with my bad idea. And then it's only after we fix it that I look back. I'm like, damn, I should have listened to the. But
I think because I'm such a perfectionist with my own work, like
it freaks you out.
It freaks me out when
you're just like, scrambling to put the pieces together.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're in the present day. Everything keeps moving forward. We're getting bookings for the space. This will be on the email list. So when the email list goes live, we'll then have more things to push people to. We'll have the discounts. And it's exciting, isn't it?
It's very exciting.
We should do these like once every 6 months. And if you're watching this and you enjoy the Mad Dog and seeing Mad Dog and the process behind how we are going to be moving the studio forward and how all the bookings will work and everything like that, I'll be posting a behind the scenes about it. Oh, I forgot to say as well, we're doing Maddie's Lululemon shoot.
Yeah.
So Maddie's a Lululemon ambassador and she just got the recent haul of stuff. So we're going to do that over the weekend, which we'll do a behind the scenes of. And we'll just try and share.
Fun.
Yeah, we'll try and share more behind. Tomorrow evening. But we'll do more behind the scenes of just showing you the different people that use the space, because it's pretty crazy the variety of people that have shown interest in using it. And hopefully we can look back on this in a few years' time and be like, damn, that was such a cool little memory. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. If you haven't already, drop this page subscribe, and follow the Instagram. And if you want to book the studio, you can go through the link in the description, which is Peerspace, or just message us directly on Instagram or email us. I believe the email's in the bio as well. And it'll likely be the dog that you speak to on Instagram, but if you email, it'll be me. So thank you for your time. See you in the next one.